Walk along with me, walk along with me, won't you walk with me?
Hi, it's Shauna again here with your weekly fitness tip to help people with Huntington's disease and also caregivers working with people with Huntington's disease. We're doing our third and final section on mobility. And again, what I mean by mobility is your ability to walk safely, strongly, and for a long time. So today we're going to talk about lateral movement, which means moving side to side. By perfecting your lateral movement, you actually build strength in your hips, which can help stabilize your hips and your knees, which can decrease how wobbly you are when you take a step. So step one in perfecting your lateral movement is just that, walking side to side. You'll start by practicing walking sideways in one direction, and then walking sideways in the other direction, making sure your knees aren't buckling in and you stay nice and tight through your hips. The second level for this is working on standing lateral lunges. You're going to take a fairly wide stance, making sure both toes are pointed forward. You're going to keep one leg totally straight while you collapse the other knee and sink your hips down and back as if you're trying to sit this butt cheek on one chair. Then you'll come up nice and tight, lower it down, sink the other butt cheek back, still keeping this knee bent and this leg straight. I recommend trying 20 of those side to side. If your hips are a little tight, you're not going to go down as low. If you're a little bit stronger and have a little bit more movement in your hips, you might be able to get a little bit lower. Final step is actually stepping back and forth into these lunges. So you'll start with your feet together, step in one direction, make sure your toes pointed forward, lower down, and press back. And then the other side, step to the side, press back. Things to watch for in all three of these different levels are to make sure the knees point straight ahead and they're not buckling in or out. You're keeping those hips nice and tight. With these stronger hips, you'll be walking better and for longer. Look forward to seeing you next week when we start talking about flexibility.
With me, won't you walk